Picture this. You're in the middle of a dry season. Your neighbor's gardens are burning out, but yours is thriving. It waters itself, feeds itself, and turns yesterday's scraps into today's harvest. This isn't a fantasy. It's not a gadget. It's a 30-year-old solution still flying under the radar. It's called a keyhole garden, and it might just be the smartest system you've never heard of. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build one, and why it's the ultimate garden design for growing in any season, any space. A keyhole garden is a raised circular bed with a pie-shaped path carved out, giving you access to the very heart of the garden, where the magic happens. In the center is a compost basket, a vertical cylinder made from mesh, twigs, or stone. You feed it with kitchen scraps, leaves, even rinse water, and it turns that waste into nutrients for the entire garden. We spent weeks digging into global case studies, design manuals, and agricultural research from sub-Saharan Africa to urban permaculture, labs, and across every version, one principle holds true. The keyhole shape isn't aesthetic, it's intentional. From above, it resembles a keyhole, not just in form, but in function. It unlocks self-sufficiency, nutrient cycling, and drought resistance, all in a single compact bed. To understand the brilliance of the keyhole garden, you need to know where it was born. In the early 1990s, in the mountain kingdom of Lesotho, families were struggling to grow food. Droughts were getting longer and harsher. Working with local communities, organizations like Senekal, Care International, and Lesotho-based agronomists developed a garden system that could survive extreme heat, use household gray water, and turn waste into food. They weren't just building gardens. They were building resilient systems that could thrive where traditional gardening had failed. From the heart of Southern Africa to schoolyards in Texas, rooftops in New York, and permaculture farms. Across the world, the keyhole garden is a global solution with deeply local roots. What makes it work so well. Before you start building your keyhole garden, take a minute to gather the right materials. Everything you need is low-tech, and most of it's already in your garage or local hardware store. Here's your core list. Bricks, cinder blocks, or stones. These form the outer wall of your garden bed. Chicken wire or flexible mesh. This becomes the compost basket at the center. Cardboard or newspaper for your base layer, suppressing weeds. Food scraps, dry leaves, and manure. That's your compost fuel. High-quality compost and soil mix. This will make or break your grow. We recommend these tools, all tested and stocked in the Roots and Roast Tool Hub. Whether you're building one bed or a whole garden system, start with quality tools and build it once. Now it's time to build your keyhole garden from the ground up, literally. Start by marking a circle, around 4 to 6 feet in diameter. This gives you enough space to grow while staying compact and efficient. Cut out a wedge, like a slice of pie. This is your access path. You'll never need to step on the soil, which keeps the structure healthy and intact. Place your compost basket right at the center. It should be about 1 foot wide, made from chicken wire or flexible mesh. This is the heart of the system, where all your food scraps and rinse water will feed your soil from the inside out. Now build your outer wall using bricks, stones, logs, whatever's durable and breathable. Stack it about 2 feet tall. This keeps the bed raised and protected while holding in the warmth and moisture. Now layer your soil like lasagna. Start with cardboard to block weeds, then pile in dry leaves, manure, and compost. Top it off with nutrient-rich soil. Here's the pro move. Slope each layer gently downward toward the compost basket. This lets moisture and nutrients wick from the center out. No waste, no runoff. That's it. You just build a regenerative garden system that recycles waste, saves water, and feeds itself. When you pour rinse water or toss food scraps in a basket, you're not just composting, you're feeding the entire system. The scraps break down at the core, and as they do, the nutrients and moisture wick outward, reaching the roots of every plant in the bed. This design keeps the soil moist, even in the peak of summer, and because nutrients travel from the center, every square inch of the bed gets fed evenly. Here's what to remember. The center basket is your engine. Moisture travels outward, not downward. Compost equals constant slow-release fertilizer. Don't water the whole bed, just the core. This is why the system works not just because of what you grow, but because of how you grow it. Let's talk about what to plant next. You've built the system. Now, let's fill it with life. Keyhole gardens shine with fast-growing, shallow-rooted crops, the kind that thrive in nutrient-rich, moisture-stable soil. Here's what to plant. Leafy greens like lettuce, kale, Swiss chard, and spinach. Root veggies, carrots, beets, radishes, turnips. Herbs, basil, cilantro, parsley, thyme, and compact fruiting plants, cherry tomatoes, bell peppers, even bush beans. What to avoid? Tall crops like corn that cast too much shade. Sprawling vines like squash or watermelon, they'll overtake the bed. Not sure what to start with? We curated a few roots and row starter seed kits in the Tool Hub collections designed just for keyhole beds. A keyhole garden is built to last, but like anything alive, it still needs attention. Every few days, feed your compost basket. Kitchen scraps, crushed eggshells, coffee grounds, even cooled rinse water from the sink. Water sparingly. Focus on the center, not the edges. This keeps the roots chasing nutrients inward, strengthening the whole system. Add mulch to retain moisture and protect the microbial layer. Trim dead leaves, harvest often, and rotate crops with each new season. With just a little care each week, your keyhole garden will stay active and productive for years, producing food, not chores. Don't think of it as upkeep. Think of it as tuning into a living system. The more you listen, the more it gives. Here's your Roots and Roast Pro tip. This isn't just a garden. It's a living system, one that listens, adapts, and responds to how you care for it. Every time you toss in a banana peel or pour in rinse water, you're not discarding. You're investing in the soil, in your food, and in the rhythm of something bigger than you. Moisture, microbes, minerals in motion. That's the real magic, and it all starts from the core. Give your soil life, and it will return the favor. Every single time. If you're ready to grow smarter, not harder, give the keyhole method a try. Build it once, feed it often, and watch what happens when you treat your soil like the living thing it is. We built this channel for people who love growing or just learning how. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about your soil, your food, and this planet. You're not just part of the audience, you're part of the movement.